Yo, what's going on, guys? It is your boy Pup, coach of the Green Bay Drillbers. We have week 4 of the UNPL D League. We're playing against Martin. They are 3-0 right now, absolutely destroying the competition. So hopefully we can make some noise today. But I don't have very much time to talk about the teams. If you want to skip to the team builder, skip to the battle, you can do that right now. If not, I'm going to put the teams on screen and I'll talk about Martin's. They got Chien-Pao, Archaladon, Keldeo, Sandy Shocks, Screamtail, Decidueye, Aloe, Hisuian Braviary, Muck, Colossal, and the Swadloon, and their tier caps. And I know Colossal off the top of my head. For some reason I'm stupid and didn't write them down right here, but I'll have them for the game. So their team is really threatening with Chien-Pao. Obviously, Archaladon is so good, and Keldeo can provide a lot of offense. But besides that, there's not really too much offense on their team. So they're all pretty bulky. So I thought I would just try to absolutely destroy them. So I'm bringing Spike's offense with Choice Specs Dragapult, Shadow Ball, Draco Meteor, U-Turn, Thunderbolt. It's really good against their team. I can just like break holes with Shadow Ball or Draco Meteor. Klefki is Leftovers with Prankster, Thunderwave, Dazzling Gleam, Spike's Flash Cannon. This is my Chien-Pao switch in every single time, because it's the only thing that can actually eat like any ice moves. It can also eat the dark moves pretty well. I have a Ogerpon Wellspring with Sword Dance, Ivy Cudgel, Horn Leech Superpower. This is actually amazing versus their team, especially if I get Chien-Pao gone. This thing absolutely sweeps them. They only have Screamtail that could be faster than me. I'm not sure if they will end up running all of that, but if they do and they paralyze me, that's alright, because we just absolutely wreck it with Ivy Cudgel afterwards. Superpowers there for Archaladon, by the way. Next up, we got Choice Scarf Articuno. Thought if I'm going to bring some hazards, I might as well bring a competitive mon, so I get +2 special attack and then destroy them with Choice Scarf to Freezing Glares or Hurricanes or U-Turns. Well, not really U-Turns, but Shadow Balls. We have enough speed to outspeed all of their team, and Modest, we do so much damage. We've got Blaziken here with a Power Herb speed boost set with Aura Sphere, Protect, Flamethrower, Solar Beam. After like any sort of chip, Solar Beam one-shots Aloe with the Power Herb Solar Beam, so I'm hoping that I can catch that thing off guard, and then we can actually win this game after Aloe's gone, because that thing puts in a lot of work versus me and is really annoying. And last up, we have another Choice Scarf Mon. We've got Lando. I didn't even put its HP on. We got Choice Scarf Lando with EQ, U-Turn, Stealth Rock, Stone Edge. I'm just trying to be able to catch the Keldeo or the Chien-Pao off guard with being faster. And honestly, like, I feel like Choice Scarf Lando is really good in this game. They only have one immunity, which is the Hisuian Braviary, which I'm not even sure comes versus me. I feel like it's not that good, especially into the Dragapult matchup. But I mean, it could. But we have Stone Edge for that thing. If we set up rocks and we get so many hazards up, we're in a good spot. They do have Spin on Cole and then Defog on the Decidueye, but I feel pretty decent that I'm going to try to not let them get those up. And if they do end up spinning, like, that's a free switch out. You know, I can switch into Lando for free and just absolutely destroy stuff with Earthquake. So that's about it. Sorry for the short team builder. I mean, I just woke up and we have our game really soon. I was up all night watching basketball. It is what it is. That's how March is. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the battle. All right, we are here with the battle against Martin. The Colossal is here as their tier cap. That thing is either Rock, Water, or Fairy, which is fine. Dragapult absolutely destroys this team. Like, absolutely goes ham. Yeah, I mean, that is so good. I feel like Landorus is great here. Just Choice Scarf Earthquake destroys them. I wonder how much it's doing to Aloe. I mean, it's doing a decent chunk. Once I get some chip on that thing, I can take it out. But their Screamtail also looks insane versus me. Screamtail is definitely like really, really bad for me. So I'm thinking about leading with Klefki. I'm also thinking about leading with Landorus. I do think Landorus is a little bit safer. They could end up leading with... I could see Screamtail leading. I could see Chien-Pao leading, try to counter Dragapult. I could see Sandy Shocks leading. So I'm just going to go Lando. And they end up leading with Colossal. They should Terra here. because Earthquake will destroy them. They don't. They just go Aloe. I wonder if they're Rocky. They are Rocky. Okay. And I can probably go Ogre here. And Swords Dance. I can either Swords Dance or just throw off an attack. How much does Chien-Pao do? Chien-Pao does 1,000,000. I could also go Dragapult and drop a Draco. Dragapult Draco literally just gets a kill. Also Thunderbolt. I could also Thunderbolt. And if they end up going out to Screamtail, I mean, Thunderbolt's not doing too much. I'd also go Blaziken and just click Protect or click Solar Beam, but that's way too obvious. Alright, I'm gonna go Ogre. And I feel like Swords Dance is really nice here, so I'm gonna go for it. They go Hard Archaludon. Okay. And Superpower at this point should take this thing out. I don't care if they're physically defensive. This thing has to die. Bop. Yep. Get that thing out of here. Alright, that's a really good start for us. They go Chien-Pao. Swords Dance here would be horrible, but I mean, I have to go Klefki. As they just Sacred Sword. It does a good chunk. That is probably Boots. No, I think they're Adamant actually. I think they might be. Because they're not Choice Banded. That did too much for Choice Band. They're not Life Orb. And then Jolly, it does 35.3 minimum. They got to be Adamant, which is really interesting. I mean, I don't mind that too much. Just gonna set up my spikes here. They are free to Rapid Spin. They could do whatever. I don't really want to take the damage on this thing. Alright, if they end up tearing, I want to see how much Articuno does. Freezing Glare doesn't do too much. Not right now, at least. So I could go hard Dragapult on the spin. And if I do, I mean, the worst thing they can do is really like Will-O-Wisp or Scorching Sands. So I'm going to go Dragapult on their spike. That's fine. I'm just going to U-turn out. They do Terra Fairy. So I figured they might. So I'm thinking maybe a Terra Blast is coming out here. I'm just going to go Articuno. And yeah, they do Terra Blast. Does 24. Alright, that's nothing. Yeah, they're just max, like, defensive. And I can throw off Freezing Glares to try to get a freeze, or I can throw off Hurricanes, which has a small chance at 2 KO. So they go Screamtail. Hit. Dang it, come on, man. And they could Thunder Wave here. I might be aggressive. I think, yeah, I'm going to be aggressive and go Lando on the T-Wave. They just Encore. That's fine by me as well. And I'm going to click EQ here. They just Protect. That's fine. I could have set up my rocks, which would have been really nice. They go Aloe. They take 35. They might double out. Nah, they don't. I figured they could, but they'd Baton Pass. So Aloe's really chipped. That's great. They go Chien-Pao. And I think here I can just Earthquake them. Yeah, they did not expect me to be Scarfed. They also just Sacred Sword. They might Ice Shard here. So I'm gonna go Klefki. Let's see. Yep, they Ice Shard. I get the play right. And I just throw off a Flash Cannon here. It's insane versus them. Yeah, they go Coal. I catch the Coal. Doesn't do very much. but that's fine. I don't mind it too much. I'm gonna T-wave this thing just because it's annoying versus my team. I do get a full para, which is nice. And at this point, at this point, Blaziken can win. Should I set up more hazards or? I'm gonna set up another layer of spikes. They do spin. Alright, I'm gonna flash cannon this turn. Does a good chunk. They flamethrower. I'm gonna try to get up a spike. I do get one layer up. They're +1 speed. Okay, do I have anything that one-shots this guy? I don't think I do. Earthquake is insane from Lando though. And it's going to be a 2-hit KO probably. I can also just go into my Articuno and click Freezing Layer, which they don't have a switch in. So I think I'm just going to Freezing Layer. If they end up going Scream Tail, I guess it does nothing, but they cannot risk Hurricane. They do go Scream Tail. We could potentially get a freeze. We get a crit. And I'm just going to go Lando. They wish. That's fine by me. I'm just going to EQ here. So their Wish Protect Encore. I'm actually just going to Stealth Rock up. Yeah, Aloe's fine. This thing being healthy again is not the end of the world. I'll go Ogre this time. They might just Baton Pass. They do. But I mean, what are their options versus this thing? Like, they can't go Chien-Pao. Scream Tail potentially to try to paralyze me or something. Colossal, I don't think they can go out to. It should die after the hazards. And I'm in a decent spot here. I hate playing these long games though. And they do go Chien-Pao. Well, I definitely live whatever you're going for. They just Ice Spinner. We live. Chien-Pao is gone. Now Ogre goes absolutely crazy. Only thing I am worried about is like a Scarf Shocks or Booster Energy Speed. But their offense is almost completely gone right now. They go Scream Tail. Really? I think I'm just gonna... I could Ivy Cudgel, I could Horn Leech. T-Wave might come out here, but then they have no attacking moves. I'm just gonna Horn Leech. And now I'll have enough HP to live. They wish. What did they go out to here? I'm gonna Sword Stance. They catch me with it. It's a good play. I'm gonna go Articuno here and just throw off Hurricane. Oh yeah, that's fine by me. Freezing Layer takes this thing out, or I just land. Oh no, they're just too specially defensive for me. Man, I had been calculating Fizz Def. But versus Sandy Shocks would do a lot. He's just leftovers. I'm just gonna miss. Okay. I'm gonna go for the Hurricanes. They Volt Switch out. I'm still living. They go Scream Tail. This is gonna take a lot. Yep, I land it. Takes 35. Max Spadef. Get Confusion. Nah. Alright. Definitely a worse spot for me right now. But the nice thing is I have a Choice Specs Dragapult. Now, obviously, I do not... I probably don't kill here. So I'm just going to U-turn out. Yeah, they do end up staying in. Ogerpon wins this game if Scream Tail goes down or gets chipped far enough. They just wish. I'm just gonna EQ. They go Cole. I catch him. And Cole's dead. Now they go Aloe. I'm just gonna EQ, get some chip. As they baton pass out, that's fine. They go Shocks to get their leftovers. Feel free to keep doing that, man. Alright, they're just gonna baton pass again, out to Screamtail this time. I Earthquake. Another Earthquake cure kills. Well, it's a roll. Not in my favor, but it could happen. Ah, does not. They Scald me. Does not take me out. No burn. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. They probably think they need Aloe, and they sack Sandy Shocks. Let's go. They go Aloe now. Take the EQ. And wish up. I'm going to go Ogerpon. Yep, they protect. Horn Leech never kills, but it does so much. Yeah, I'm just going to Horn Leech. Oh, I get a crit. I don't think there's really anything they could have done to me, though. And then here we just spam Ivy Cudgel until we get a crit. Oh, we just knock him out. And Ogerpon carries us in that game. We get a 4-0 victory, which is huge over the #1 team, which Martin is hosting. And, I mean, we didn't have to use Blaziken. We barely had to use Dragapult. I played a really good game this time. I feel like, you know, I just played to my win conditions. I knew Ogerpon, as soon as the Chien-Pao was gone, that Ogerpon was going to be a huge threat. And, yeah, I knew that my Scarfed Landorus was going to be really good too. Didn't even have to break out the Power Herb Blaziken. But I'm so glad that we can make Ogerpon work. You know, force those spins out of them and get some free switches. So that's going to be about it for this battle. If you guys enjoy watching me absolutely destroy some people, then please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next week's battle. Peace out.